My name's Josh, this is Combustion Club, and this is my new Audi 80 Coupe. Okay then, Audi 80 Coupe, front wheel drive, not quattro, powered by a 2.6 litre V6 engine, reproduces about 150 horsepower, 5-speed manual, very good fun to drive actually. 90s cars are pretty engaging, obviously you see some manual gearbox which obviously helps that, but no driver aids as such, really good steering feel. Obviously I'm going to cover that in a separate video. Not going to be any sort of driving as such in this particular video, yeah, just want to cover the overall aspects of the car and then we'll cover that in a separate video. So yeah, let's get to it then. Okay, so the wheels are actually the standard Audi wheels that you get on an Audi 80. However, I've sprayed them white and I've taken sort of the hubcap covers off because I didn't really like them, to be honest with you. Now, okay, this is going to be sacrilege, classic silver Audi wheels, and I've basically ruined it by spraying them, but they can be resprayed, it's not a problem. The wheels themselves, needed a bit of a tidy up anyway. There was a bit of sort of rust and things, so I've also rubbed that back, sprayed them, and this is the finished product. So yeah, I like them, I think they're very cool. Disc brakes behind, tyres are random across all wheels, 25-year-old car and all that sort of thing. I haven't changed the tyres yet, but I will be maybe putting some either Toyo Proxys tyres on it or some rally tyres, because that's the sort of theme I guess you may have expected me to go for. I've gone for sort of like the Audi Quattro type look. So yeah, that's the wheels covered. Okay, the front, as you can expect, is very sort of 90s, very box shaped. I have added these LED Hella, well they're not Hella lights, they're just some knockoff LED lights which I put on there to get sort of that rally sort of look. I've also sprayed the Audi logo in white, which looks great from afar, but up close it's a bit dodgy, but I'm pretty happy with it. I've also sprayed the grille surround in black, and that usually silver, so to match the wheels, that sort of classical look I guess, which again you might call sacrilege because I've ruined that. It's got the two-tone front end, so obviously plastic, and then obviously sort of painted. I like it, I think it's really cool. It's really retro, very of that sort of 90s era. Yeah, engine wise, let's touch upon that quickly. Here is the beast, I like to call it, although it doesn't produce that much power. I've changed the intake, so standard intake, which is in the boot, which I'll show you shortly. Taken all that out, put a ram air induction kit in there. The engine itself, and engine bay in general, is super clean. I mean, the car is 25 years old, and I have to keep saying that, I guess, in my head and to you guys, to make you realise how old that car actually is. Obviously there's old cars out there, but I think for its age, it's in immaculate condition. And I'm sure you'll agree. Now then, the rear quarter of the car, which I think is probably the most iconic about the shape of the Audi 80. You've got that nice spoiler, the coupe back end, obviously no rear doors, and just, I guess, it sort of moves on from, the Audi Quattro, I guess, of the 80s. And I generally think the styling, again, of that era, 90s sort of styling was very much out there, very much futuristic from that era. In comparison to today, design is just, wow, just look at BMW. I mean, that's all I need to say really. Okay, now we're at the back. The light bar, that is awesome. I mean, it's very 80s, even though the car is 90s, but I love the light bar. I think it's really cool. So it's made a comeback in recent Audis and Seats and Porsche, so I say. Yeah, and I think it's a very sort of iconic design piece, I guess. And I think it really suits the car again. Tailpipe is a single tailpipe, not standard. You'll see the exhaust shortly in the boot. I've gone for the, again, single tailpipe, mainly because I guess I'm trying to go for that old school rally quattro look, which is why I decided to go for a single tailpipe. Gone for a muffler delete, so the rest of the exhaust is completely standard apart from the back box, which has been deleted, for a single 2.25 inch, I think it is. Sounds good, but actually it's not actually that loud. The resonator is fairly sizable, and therefore it sort of dulls down a lot of the noise. So whether I'm gonna keep that in place, I don't know. Inside the cabin it's actually quite loud, so I'm surprised, but yeah, from a few sort of comments I've had from different people, it's not actually that loud. But yes, that's for another day. So as you can see, the boot is being well used. Original back box, which it is actually original, and having looked at it, there's only a few sort of spots of rust. It's pretty good. I got some new brake discs there for the rear, but actually probably don't need to fit them too much. This is the rear. This is the rear. This is the airbox. The original is absolutely huge. I don't know if the camera actually does it justice, but it is massive. I'm obviously keeping all the original parts for the car, because obviously if I do come to sell it and someone wants to put it back to standard, then they've got everything they need in order to do that. Also got some mud flaps, so stay tuned for that. I will be putting those on, again going for that sort of classic rally car look. But yeah, it's fairly cavernous. I mean, look, probably doesn't do it justice, but you can see how much stuff is in there. There's obviously a sort of rain cover as well, which I don't really use much. Okay, inside, again, very 90s, very simple design. The gear knob had seen better days, so I've changed that for a, again, rally style gear knob from Quaife. Steering wheel, again, is a bit rough, but very 80s design, similar to the sort of Porsche 944 or 928 or 924, whichever one it is. They're all very similar. I can't remember which is which, but they're sort of that sort of era, late 80s, early 90s. Similar design, again, very simplistic, lots of dials everywhere. All the interior is original, and in very good conditions. There's half leather seats with cloth, and yeah, I actually really like them. I think it's really cool, very retro in here. Sunroof, which actually works, which is nice to have on a day like this, which is lovely and sunny, which is very rare occasion in the UK. But yes, I think that's about it in terms of a roundup in terms of the car. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to see more of this car and lots of other cars and content. Also follow me on Instagram at combustion_club. I've also got a Facebook page, but it's in the process of changing its name over from Josh Chemical Cars to Combustion Club, which is causing me a bit of a headache. But anyway, but yeah, hope you've enjoyed this insight into my new car, and stay tuned for plenty more content to come on this car and plenty more. Thank you very much, and I will see you soon. Bye.